Hello, meet Scott, Jodie and Karen. 3 children with one ambition, to stop their mums and dads smoking. But the parents say they're hooked. Should you stop smoking if your child asks you to? The right to smoke, clearly, here, particularly on public places like buses, etc. And am I right in saying you think you have that right to smoke in front of your child?
I have that right. I can't condone it. It's my drug. I don't...
Do you think that's a right to pollute the atmosphere for other people?
Excuse me. I don't agree with drugs. Cars pollute the atmosphere.
That's right. But do you think that's correct?
Yes, that's very true.
Yeah,
but I don't ask you to put your nose up my exhaust pipe. And yet,
and
yet you can walk in public and put your fake one at my nose.
No, I wouldn't.
No way. You come for a cigarette by me and you're looking for a war.
Yeah.
No, I have respect for other people.
Clearly, passions are fierce here. I'd like to, the right to smoke or not to smoke is a fascinating argument. What we're trying to concentrate on today is whether or not it is parents have a right to do it, or what the implications are of doing it in front of children. Right?
I'm taking all that in me. I've got asthma and bronchitis, but I still smoke at the same time.
All right, now's your turn. I want to concentrate on the question of children. Tell these people why they shouldn't smoke in front of children.
Well, they have no right. They've got no God-given right to fill the atmosphere with smoke fumes. The aggravation I get in my house is absolutely unbelievable. My wife lives in the front and I live in the back. It's as easy as simple as that. I've been banned from my local social club because some brain-dead bimbo decided to blow smoke into my face. And since then, I've been reinstated. That's another story. I mean, only a month ago, I went out for a meal, and somebody comes along about 2 seats away, and they've got a cigar this long, decides to light it. So I asked him to move it, politely. You're a funny chap, aren't you? I said, no, I ain't funny. I said, I'll show you how funny I am. So I picked up his double whiskey and I drunk it. You see what you're doing? What's that having your smoke? I will have your drink. What's that having?
John,
It's a good answer. Go on, Alan. Go on. Why, no, just address. Let's address. I know there's a big argument between adults about the right to smoke or not, and in a sense that's another programme. What I'm concerned about, particularly in half-term week, when we've got young people watching this programme, is whether or not it is right, responsible, proper, and what the implications are of parents, adults smoking in front of kids.
Well, as this gentleman has made his point very, very well, it's unarguable, but I think we missed the point in that I've spoken, not to this lady, but listening to her. If any of them had the choice, they're not smoking in front of their children because they want to, they're doing it because they cannot stop. And I've not met a parent on this planet that didn't like the thought of their children smoking, or a child that didn't hate the thought of their parents smoking. And the great evil is here that the more we attack these parents and make them feel guilty as if they're criminals, they're not, they're responsible people, that's why they're here.
Sure, well, let me introduce you to Dawn, because Dawn...
I'd make you the exception.
No, well, Dawn, I know...
I'll talk about these 3 sections.
Well, Dawn's a courageous lady.
And I think the other point we're missing is that it's lovely. I remember looking at my father chain smoking and said, well, that'll never happen to me. The awful thing is that these 3 that hate it so much now, in a couple of years' time, they could be in the trap as well.
It may well.
We let it go on and on and on.
We'll get on to that. Let me
by
just...
persecuting parents, you won't stop.
Sure.
You'll make it harder.
We'll get on to that. But the first point you raised was people who are hooked and who are addicted and who want to stop but can't. Dawn is a brave lady. Didn't have any effect on me. Why didn't it have any effect on me? Do you know?
Because the nicotine gives the big effect, doesn't it?
Lady here.
Nicotine calms you down, and it
I think the more you think about giving up, the more
Non-smokers don't get in a panic when they can't have a cigarette, and so do smokers. Think of a heroin addict. Just listen for a moment. Think of a heroin addict without the heroin, the panic they get in, and then think of how relaxed they are when they get the heroin. But non-heroin addicts don't get the panic feeling.
Forget that. I'm already a smoker. I've got my withdrawal symptoms.
But it's
and when I don't have my back, I'm like that. I mean, me sitting here half an
because
hour.
every time you light a pack, you keep yourself addicted to nicotine. Nicotine is causing it, not relieving it.
We're going to go to a break in a tick, but before we do, this lady here.
There's all these smokers.
Not anymore.
I do run out and have a cigarette.
Why can't the medical profession invent a medical cure that would stop everybody who wanted to?
Well, I'm sure they would if they could, but they can't. I mean, in the meantime...
I did it 9 years ago, and if I could have this programme half an hour just explain it to me, just how easy it is.
You could have half an hour with me after.
I'll do it. Well, anybody who wants to stop afterwards, come and see me. I'll hold a session. But they'll give me space.
Let's just ask you,
Somebody who's actually working hard as they can to replace the people who die of tobacco-induced diseases every day. These 450 children are not starting by accident. They're starting because somebody wants them to start.
Sure.
Somebody needs them to start.
But there are ways of fighting that, and maybe the government should consider them. Alan Carr, you stop adult smoking. Claim to stop
and
adult.
some children.
Now, but, claim to stop
And
adult.
some children.
Now, but, how do you stop children smoking?
Well, it's very difficult to stop children because they don't actually realise they're addicted. They believe they're smokers, they're enjoying it. In fact, most adults think they smoke because they enjoy it. The truth is they smoke because they're miserable when they can't. What addicts children, I have 50 smokers a week come to see me. I ask them why they started. The ones whose parents didn't smoke say it's because I rebelled against my parents. The ones whose parents did smoke say because my parents smoked. The truth is
I've got to say goodbye to folks.
society
It's time for this morning. Society encourages it.
They're seeing it in every film.